Let's bring in Texas Republican Congressman Pat Fallon. He serves on the House Oversight Committee. Sir, what do you make about the latest claims from your colleagues that Hunter Biden did indeed accept money and payment from Chinese, or at least Chinese-owned companies, contradicting what President Biden has said in the past?
Well, Jillian, that's certainly a fact now. We know that. And I find it interesting that when Joe Biden was a candidate, he said that his son never accepted any money from a Chinese entity. And yet he also claimed at the same time that he had no knowledge of his son's business dealings. So which is it? If you know that he didn't take that money, you must have known something about his business. But of course he did. Not only did he know a lot about his son's business dealings, his son actually did accept nearly $750,000 from the Chinese Communist Party, a front for them anyway. So it's very concerning. And, you know, Jillian, this is a bunch of pieces of a puzzle that are fitting together perfectly. And it really makes my heart sink because I think there's massive corruption. This is potentially the largest political scandal in American history.
If everything that you, sir, and your Republican colleagues accuse the president of is true, if all the whistleblower testimony we have heard is factual, if all the claims made in the FBI forum that have been made public by Senator Grassley are proven, I'm curious why the Speaker is not calling for the president to be impeached. He went to great pains yesterday to try and walk back claims by other Republicans that he was calling for an impeachment. Take a listen. I'll get your response.
Sure.
Now, I didn't say I was doing impeachment inquiry. I said if they didn't provide us the information that could rise to impeachment inquiry. Right. And so the definition, if people don't quite understand, all that simply means is it gives the apex of power to the House to investigate. That doesn't mean impeachment or anything else.
Why does he need to investigate further if he has all of this evidence and it is all corroborated?
Well, first, Jillian, to your question, if this is true, then this is going to make Watergate look like a jaywalking ticket. I believe it is because we've gone for the last 6 months where the evidence leads us. And the evidence, again, all fits together perfectly to really point toward a Biden family syndicate, a crime syndicate that is selling influence and access. I do believe
then you certainly have enough to impeach, don't you? Would the Speaker not be able to get the votes?
No, Jillian, I was just going to say, I think we should absolutely open an impeachment inquiry right now, immediately, post haste, yesterday, in fact. So I respectfully disagree with the Speaker at this point. I did agree with when he said earlier that we should open an impeachment inquiry, because then we can get to the bottom of even more. You realize we haven't even subpoenaed Joe and Hunter Biden's business records yet, because they've been fighting this tooth and nail. And if they're clean and they haven't done anything wrong, why wouldn't they cooperate so we can move on? I think it's because they are trying to hide, massive amounts of, again, bribery, money laundering, you name it. That's what they've been doing.
Congressman, thanks so much for your time today. We got to leave it there. A lot more to unpack. Hope to have you back soon.
Thanks, Jillian. God bless.